Today I'd like to share with you the effects of drinking and driving and why it should deter you from engaging in such a reckless and irresponsible activity. Back in 2013, a survey was conducted by the Substance Abuse and Mental Services Administration. It revealed that 28.7 million people engage in drinking and driving. That is more than the population of Texas. People like to believe that they really aren't as drunk as what they really seem. However, that is a lie. According to the table found in Mothers Against Drunk Driving's website, or MAD for short, it was they concluded that at 0.02 blood alcohol content, your reflexes slow down. Then at 0.05, your alertness and judgment are also become impaired. And then at 0.08, that's when you become legally impaired and you begin to experience short-term memory loss. Could you imagine having short-term memory loss, alertness and judgment impaired, and your reflexes not being what they should be once you're behind the wheel? I couldn't. Then there are also myths saying that if you drink coffee or if you do some quick exercise or take a cold shower, that you'll be able to sober up. However, the University of Michigan conducted an experiment where they concluded that these are in fact myths and they are not true. The only way to sober up is with time. I can personally relate to this issue because I have two friends, one of which has been convicted of a DWI and another one who is fighting his case against a DUI. He's with me right now in the audience, and I'd like to conduct a quick interview with him. Could you please state your name?
Daniel.
Now, Daniel, could you please recall for us the events of that night?
Yeah. So I was leaving a club with a couple of friends, and I was in Austin. I was driving downhill.
Had you been drinking that night?
Yes, I was drinking all night.
And what about your friends?
Yes, they were drunk as well, but they were used to me driving behind the wheel.
So they didn't mind?
No, I've done it before, but just not in Austin.
All right.
And so as I was driving downhill, I had to make a right turn. On the right turn, I ended up hitting a curb, and the wheel popped off. When that happened, I was stranded with my friends for a couple of minutes until a police officer came by and started asking me questions. It led up to the point where I ended up having to take a breathalyzer test, which I declined because he wasn't understanding my speech.
I see. And what happened from there?
I ended up in jail that night because I declined the breathalyzer.
Oh, I see. And right now you're fighting the case, correct?
Yes.
And what are you most scared of in case you do end up getting convicted of a DUI?
The thing that concerns me the most is finding a job and paying off my student debt.
I see. Well, good luck for that, and good luck with that, and I hope that it all works out for you and that you never do that again and you've learned your lesson.
Yeah.
Thank you. As we can see, one of the other risks that come along with drinking and driving is the risk of a permanent criminal record, that of which your employers and insurance agencies have access to. Once you have a DUI in your record, you can no longer get any government jobs, teaching jobs, or jobs that require you to have a CDL, which is a commercial driver's license. Because once you get a DUI, your license will be suspended from 6 months to 2 years. And after that time period has passed, you must take a course which you must pay out of your own pocket in order to be eligible to regain your license. And you might even have to install a breathalyzer within your car, which also has to come out of your own pocket, and that is several $1,000s worth of expenses. Also, in case you are able to drive with that license and you have your breathalyzer, your premiums for your driving insurance is going to go through the roof because you will be a huge liability to the insurance companies. However, all those risks are just risks for yourself. They don't include the risk that you can incur for other people, which means once you're drinking and driving, you can end up hitting a pedestrian or a car with innocent people in it that weren't drinking, and which can result in their deaths or serious injuries. The loss of property should be the last thing on your mind in case you crash. This does not mean that you can no longer go to social gatherings or parties or clubs. It just means that you have to take steps to prevent yourself from driving, such as having a designated driver, which then in place can take turns, and then next time the other person can be the designated driver so he doesn't feel left out. Or if none of y'all want to be the designated driver, y'all can try the services of Uber, Lyft, or Carpool, who will be more than happy to give you a ride to and from the party, or just from the party in case you did attend a party and it turned out that you did drink even though you thought you weren't. So prevention is possible. It is just up to you, and you have to remember that a couple of beers like these, aren't worth the lives of all those around you. So I hope that next time you think twice before getting behind a steering wheel. Thank you.